Susana Trimarco is a woman in Argentina who's been fighting sex trafficking for quite a while. About a decade ago, her daughter was missing. She went to the doctor and never returned. And she heard a tip from a taxi driver that her daughter was probably smuggled and placed into the sex trafficking business scandal that's happening in Argentina. Well, Susana has dedicated her life to finding her daughter, and unfortunately she hasn't found her daughter, but in the process of trying to find her, she has freed up to 900 women that were trapped in sex trafficking in Argentina.
No, it's amazing. This story is so amazing in a lot of ways. This is kind of the real life version of Taken, and here's a mom instead of the dad, like in the movies, that's saying, "Hey man, not on my watch, and I'm going to keep going no matter what to try to find her." And it is so admirable, and it's also incredibly scary.
It is scary, definitely. I mean, especially when you consider that this isn't something that just happens in third world countries. I think oftentimes that's what you hear. It happens in industrialized countries. It happens in, metropolitan areas. And, it's really hard to have concrete numbers on this because sex trafficking is, of course, on the down low. It's not something that, you have concrete numbers on, solid information on. But you also have to keep in mind that a lot of times children get stuck into these situations, and that's why you have sex tourism in countries that might kind of overlook it and pretend like it doesn't exist.
Oftentimes they just take people from the streets. I mean, this woman, the daughter, just disappeared. She's 23 years old, driving along somewhere, gone. And she hasn't been able to find her since. But she's done this amazing work to at least find other people's daughters and to free them, etc. And so a lot of times people think, well, prostitution, that's, voluntary. And if it is, we're in favor of it. I think it should be legal, right? But oftentimes it's not voluntary. And then that is the sickest thing on earth when somebody gets kidnapped, whether they're a kid or they're a little older, and then they're put in a situation where they're drugged, raped. It happens, man. It's not just a movie. It's absolutely, positively real. And then oftentimes you never see them again. And if that happened to someone you loved, oh my God. I mean, it would be the most devastating thing you could possibly imagine. So my heart goes out to her. And I love that she's done that great work to at least free all those people.
Yeah, she's set to win a Nobel Peace Prize. She has won Women of Courage, an award by the State Department, the U.S. State Department. And, she's being honored, in multiple countries for the work that she's done. And by the way, because of her work, 13 people that are involved in sex trafficking in Argentina are facing trial. Before, the authorities in Argentina, about a decade ago, were kind of brushing this under the rug, and they were kind of indifferent to the situation. But she's been so aggressive with it that now real action is being taken against sex trafficking. So remarkable woman, and I really hope that she finds out what happened to her daughter. She's convinced that she's still alive.